I'm Danny Reeves.
I'm Jamila Gagiola.
And I'm Stacy Galandi.
And we're here at the Dorsey inside the Venetian.
And you're watching Lux News Live. All right, so here at the Dorsey inside the Venetian Hotel, they play lots of amazing tunes. We're kind of getting a like 90s vibe here. So I'm thinking of Jewel. Are you guys fans of Jewel?
I was a huge fan when I was younger. Her music definitely reminds me of my childhood. She's such a beautiful person with a gorgeous voice. So talented, plays the guitar.
Well, she was amazing. We managed to have to get an exclusive interview with her. She tells her story of survival. She was at one time homeless.
That's right.
And she was here in Las Vegas recently to talk to a number of young men and women who are homeless and are struggling. And her message to them was to get out of survive mode and get into thrive mode. And it was an amazing interview, so take a look.
It was so dehumanizing being homeless. When I got discovered, it was because a radio DJ had heard about me. He heard I developed a little local following, and he came down and heard me sing. He put a song of mine on the radio at 2 a.m. and it got requested. And I ended up in the top 10 countdown in between Nirvana and Soundgarden, which was very surreal. I didn't think a lot would come of it. I mean, it was kind of like, that's weird, you know, but still homeless, you know. I didn't think anything would come of it, but record labels heard that I was in this top 10 countdown, and I was like the girl singing with a guitar alone in the middle of grunge, and they were like, how did this girl end up on the radio, and who is she? So these limousines started showing up. And it was like being Cinderella. They had no idea that I was homeless, and they would take me out to dinners that cost more than I made in my entire life. And then they'd be like, where can we drop you off? And I'd be like, here, this is good. This works. And there ended up being a bidding war over me. Very weird thing to be a part of. Every single record label in the country fought over signing me to a label. Very weird to be a part of that. I didn't know how to handle it. And so I had read a book called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business. And it taught how contracts work. And when you're given what's called a signing bonus, have you guys ever heard of a signing bonus? When you're given that advance or a signing bonus, it's a loan. You owe it back. It's not like just a gift. And so you have to sell that many records to pay off that advance. And so you start in the hole, right? You start in debt. And so I decided to turn down the advance. As a homeless kid, I turned down $1 million. Because I realized I didn't want to be rich, and I didn't want to be famous. I wanted to be happy. And I just started learning how to be happy even though I was homeless. By the end of that year being homeless, I was starting to learn how to be happier than I'd ever been in my life.
Heard your story over the years, but just to listen to it in such an intimate setting, I mean, this is amazing. And for you to share your story, how much do you feel that makes an impact on the kids that are here today? You say it's like a gift to you.
A lot of us struggle. Nobody gets out of life without pain. We're not really taught what to do with pain. Some people are confronted with very real pain at very young ages. Some people don't realize they're in pain until they're much older. When you're homeless, it definitely confronts you with serious pain, and how do you convert that pain into resilience instead of feeling like you're broken? And so that's why I'm so passionate about talking about it and talking about homeless youth. Because whether you're homeless or not, everybody can relate to pain, what it's like to be in pain, and to want to have tools of how to overcome it.
Being a celebrity, do you think that message and joining forces helps in terms of getting that message across? Because this problem is not going away.
Yeah, there's been a homeless youth problem in America for many, many generations. The homeless youth don't typically have a voice. They don't have legal ways of making a living. They have very few options and resources, and they're in a lot of emotional pain with very few coping mechanisms. And they're in our backyard. A lot of people don't realize how many children as well as families are one paycheck away or one catastrophe away from being homeless, or how many kids feel that it's safer on the street than in their own homes. And so happy to use my voice to be able to bring awareness to that, and projects like this film, I think, are really important to give homeless youth a voice in America.
Being able to work together on this project and being able to tell these stories, how important is that to you, and why did you want to do that?
I think it's extremely important because youth are dying on the streets every day, and it's an invisible issue. And like Jewel, I was homeless when I was 19 years old. So I think if you're given the opportunity, it's your karmic duty to give back and try to make it so another generation doesn't have to go through what you did.
Now, this is just the first of many, I believe, wake up presentations or part of a campaign, right, to get the message out?
Yes. So with the film, we're doing the Wake Up campaign, where we're just doing a bunch of press to bring to light the issue of youth homelessness in America.
Just last one, just the Lux News Life, but in terms of being a better you, what is the biggest takeaway, you think, from today?
There's a lot of people that are in pain, whether you have a lot or a very little. And what do we do with pain, and why aren't people talking about it? Depression's at an all-time high in America. Anxiety's at an all-time high. It's being talked about in the news, and yet there's very little meaningful solution around what do we do that's helpful for our mental health. What do we do with anxiety? What do we do with depression? What do we do with pain? How do we convert pain into beauty? And so that's something that is really top of mind for me, as somebody had to live through so many different types of pain, one of which being homeless. I think it's important. But it isn't just about being homeless. There's plenty of people that are in pain that have a lot, that are suffering, that feel like, why am I suffering? I have so much, but yet I'm not happy. How do I find meaning and purpose in my life? So I think it's a very relevant topic, and the statistics are showing us that it is.
One last question. When you looked at those faces out there, what did you see today?
I see a lot of kids with a lot of potential that are very close to understanding that they have everything within themselves to make a meaningful difference, not only in their lives, but in the lives of other people. When people learn how to convert pain into beauty, how to convert their lost innocence into wisdom, they become incredible contributors in society. Incredible. And that's what I've attempted to do with my life.
I can't wait to cyber slather all over this movie. So, but thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it.
Searching for gold.
Well, until next time,
From the Doorsy inside the Venetian,
Thanks for watching.
Lux News Live.